It's Week 6 of the NFL, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Steelers and the Raiders, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out come the Raiders for their opening drive, and at the helm in his first year in silver and black, 6th season overall, Gardner Minshew.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Off play action, it's Minshew. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Steeler defense. They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for the secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Looking to throw it. Minshew working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say, forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the 1st down.
Here's Minshew. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now Minshew. Here's Tony on the quick slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Minshew sets to throw. That is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Back to the ground here, Mitchell. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Out of the gun is Minshew. That is caught. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Herbig able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down. And that sack there, that likely brings out the field goal unit, so they might have to settle for 3 here on their opening drive.
They did some nice things getting things started there, moving the ball downfield, but taking that sack on 3rd down, that lets the air out of the momentum balloon just a little bit.
4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the right hash, this from 48. Carlson able to put this one through, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So the Steelers make their way out, led by their 4th-year quarterback, picked up in the offseason from the Chicago Bears, Justin Fields.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Here's Fields. Throw right side, complete to Williams. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a 1st down on this opening drive.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 32-yard line. Now it's Fields. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 2nd down and 6 now. Now Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He threw that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Fields throwing again. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
And Crosby has made a living off of making plays in the backfield, totaling an absurd 27 sacks and 45 tackles for loss over his last 2 years alone. Mad Max equals disruption.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. 2nd drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run over center with Mitchell. And space tough to come by there, so we get maybe a yard to the 37. Now 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Harris running straight ahead, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. To throw is Fields. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Corliss Waitman now. Back deep is Kadarius Toney. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. Right back to Mitchell here. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
It's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. That's caught by Tucker. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. 44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Back to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be Minshew again. That's caught by Tucker. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. On 2nd and inches, Minshew over the middle, and Mayer hauls it in. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Back to throw again. Pass complete right side to Bowers. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. 2nd down and goal. Minshew in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Minshew has it knocked out, fumble, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where it was the Eagles who come away with the home victory. Jalen Hurts, terrific in the victory, as his guys upped their mark to 4-1 now. We'll stay in the NFC East as we head down to the great state of Texas to check on the Cowboys at home at AT&T Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Lions. 2 touchdown passes there for Dak Prescott. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were winners in that ball game as they beat the visiting Washington Commanders. Derrick Henry, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. Not too much to show you scoring-wise in that first half. Just a couple of field goals make up all the scoring. But I wouldn't be surprised if we're close to a breakthrough, and things should open up as we move along.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. 3rd and 3. Fields now to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. That'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raiders offense and Elijah Mitchell set to take over once more. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. First down, here's Mitchell. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now they'll bring Tony in motion left. They'll swing this out to Tony. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now Minshew. Screen play setting it up for Mitchell. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
On the draw, here's Mitchell. He'll get this down to the 38.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an in-rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback He's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Over the middle, complete. It's Bowers. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. One play action, Fields. Finding Pickens for another catch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
A short one there to Freiermuth. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. From the 50, here's Fields. And here's Freiermuth again. So the completion good for 7 there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Throwing again is Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the 1st. Here's Fields. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. A shotgun snap, Fields. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Steelers.
Fields. He's got it to Williams. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. To throw is Fields. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And it's up and good to make the score 13-3. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Pick six last drive. Here's Fields again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Now Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
Now how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Off play action, it's Minshew. Under pressure, they got him again. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he gets the 1st down.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Steelers offense and quarterback Justin Fields heading back out there. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Completes it to Austin. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Complete to Austin here over the middle. And he will have a Steelers first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Out of the gun, Fields. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Here's Fields. A short one there to Freiermuth.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth. Here comes 2nd down and 5. Now it's Fields.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Back to throw. Fields.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays up in quick succession if they can.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And it's the Raiders that'll come up with it. And that will put victory in sight for the silver and black. The risk reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
And he's going to have a Raider first down. And that should be the one that finishes the script here. Minshew down to a knee, victory formation, and that should be just about it.
And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Las Vegas, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the losses are piling up.